Hi guys, it's Megawatt Mandy and today I'm at Cwmcarn. I'm not alone. Today I'm riding with three mates. One of them is Grumpy Gary, who you may have seen in a previous video. Also with me today is Joe and Dave, who work at Mitchell's, my local bike shop in Swindon. They're both fantastic mechanics. So if you happen to be local and you need your bike looking at, or you want to buy a new bike, head to Mitchell's in Swindon. Anyway, we didn't do the climb. We've just got to the top of the Twrch trail, if that's how you pronounce it. We rode up the road. We've done the techie climb several times in the past and absolutely hated it. So we're not putting ourselves through that today. So we've just got to the top of Airstream and the video will start here with our first little bit of downhill. Say hello guys.
Hey. Hi Mum.
They're much better riders than me, so you probably won't see much of them in this video. But anyway, let's hit the trails and see how we get on today. Right, so this is Airstream 2, the first bit of downhill here at Cwmcarn. I'm following the boys. They will pull away from me something massive in a minute because they are much better riders than me. Oh, apart from Dave, who's now going to be right up my arse probably.
My bloody bag up, did I? Oh. I thought it cackled.
So this is Airstream 1. We've done them out of order actually. The first one we did was Airstream 2. This is Airstream 1. It starts off with those 3 drops. And the rest of it, as far as I remember, is just sort of windy bits of trail like this. I've been told it's quite overgrown down here, so we'll see how many brambles scratch me and get me up. It's quite narrow as well, so I have to be a bit careful. I'm so clumsy, I end up catching my feet on the edge of the banks here. But I am going to a wedding next week and I cannot be having scratched up face, so I need to take it easy today. Brambles. Ow! Fucking brambles. Fucking brambles, honestly. We're on a bit of a climb now. The boys have all pulled well away from me because we just came down a short bit of descent that I struggled with a bit, so they've gone on. I've caught up with them for now. We are about to do a bit of uphill, so hopefully they won't pull away from me too quickly. So there's a new bit of trail that they've built, which is just down to our right there. I've just had a look at a map, and if we went down there, we'd have to pretty much go all the way back up and ride everything we've ridden again. So we're going to keep going on this occasion, finish the trail, and then see what we feel like doing after that. And this is a bit of tree I don't like. Around here is this ridiculous steep bit. Let's stick it and walk. The views out to the left on this trail are amazing if you can see them. Not sure if you can over the bushes and things here. Right, now as most of you know, I am not a fan of it when the trail drops away from me. And this trail has quite a big drop off to the side, off to my left. Thankfully we're not right on the edge here, but because also it's off to my left and not my right, I don't mind it. But we're quite exposed up here and the view off to the left is amazing. If I get a chance to point the camera in that direction, I will do. I don't know if you can see anything off to the left, whether the camera angle is wide enough. But if you do ride this bit of trail, be careful you don't ride off the trail. But if you look out to the left, quite spectacular views. If I wasn't chasing this lot and trying to keep up with them, I'd probably stop. Oh, bloody things! Sure, I'm being bitten to death by something that's gone down my top. I might have to stop in a minute. bit of trail. If we go over the tunnel here, see, boom, quite steep that bit, won't let it on film, but you suddenly go over that tunnel and down there. Gone off that. Twrch done, or at least without the climb and the original bit of Twrch. We didn't do the new loop that's open since I was last here. Have to try and do that sometime. Now back to the vans to restock and head out again.
You've got to wheelie all the way to the cap, Joe.
Can you wheelie uphill, Joe?
If you get in the cap, I'll buy you a lunch. Oh, that's stupid, because he will, won't he? It's not that difficult for him.
So a fun fact for you, bit of trivia. This bit of Cwmcarn actually featured in an episode of Casualty sometime last year. I recognised it from these features. It was only in it briefly. They never actually said where it was, obviously. It was just a scene of somebody that got, I don't know, they fell down a bank or something and had to be rescued, but yeah, featured in an episode of Casualty. So what we're doing now is we're riding up the road to pick up with the Cafall trail. This is the same way that we came up earlier to get to the beginning of the Twrch trail, however you pronounce that. Instead of doing the technical, rocky, difficult climb, we're doing as much as we can get away with on the roads and the fire roads before we have to go up on the single track. Just making it a little bit easier so we can enjoy the downs a bit more. So we've missed out most of the techie climb on Cafall and we've come up fire roads. We're just doing this final bit of single track climb, or this final bit of the single back climb on the first bit of Cafall, because I understand there is a lot more climbing to go after this. But having done Twrch already this morning, a couple of the lads are getting a bit tired. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Just saying how rubbish I am at these bloody techie bits. So yeah, people are getting a bit tired now, so we're going to do this little bit, see how we feel, and then take it from there. So after that single track climb, I think we're coming to some descending now. The boys have all carried on going. I've ridden this piece of trail once. It was last year, I think October time, I think, and it was just after I'd gone over the bars at Swinley off a fairly big drop, and the whole thing terrified me. Couldn't do this trail. I was just scared. I just had no confidence, and I got to the bottom of it and cried. So the aim today is to get down this without crying or falling off. going so well at the moment. Didn't like that first bit at all. I think I remembered being really scared of it previously, so I didn't commit. I didn't make it around the berms, I got off, and now I've lost momentum, which isn't what you want when you're on a trail like this. You just want to kind of keep going. So my aim is just to get down it now, in one piece without falling off. If I have to walk bits, I walk them. It's just how it is sometimes. I didn't do that bit last time, so that's the result. Oh, that bit's rollable too. Go back and do that. I'm not crying.
Yes, that's a bonus.
Don't like that bit of trail. I don't think Cafall is for me. So that's the first sort of bit of Cafall done. I did this last year in October, just after I crashed at Swinley, and I absolutely hated it. And I got to this point in tears. And Gary has named this bit behind me the crying bench, because last time I rode this bit of trail, I ended up in floods of tears at this bench. It was really, really quite embarrassing. But anyway, I have made it down in one piece. I didn't ride it all. I did get off and walk bits, but I'm not crying, as you can see. And I did ride more than I did last time. So as far as I'm concerned, that is a win. But I'm not convinced that Cafall Trail is the one for me. I much prefer Twrch at this point. Anyway, let's see how we get on with what we are going to be riding next. Right, this is a brand new bit of trail for me. I've never ridden this before. I didn't like the look of the entry last time I was here.
Stop. There's a fucking great big thing that... Yeah, I've just caught it.
Yeah.
I think I'm alright.
There's a bramble right just above my head, which would garrot you if you're not careful.
Beacon. Joey Beacon.
That's what I can't do.
Oh, you can just use the sides to... Yeah, start. Using the right place.
very overgrown. There's lots of brambles everywhere, having to be really careful and listen out for the boys because they're shouting if they come through any. But we are now on the last bit of Cafall, having only done a few sections of it, which, to be honest, I'm not upset we're going to do much of it. It's not my favourite trail. I much prefer Twrch.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Very last bit now. We're about to pop out into the car park. Done. Bits of Cafall are finished. That's what Joe's good at, all this car park playing around. So that's Cwmcarn. We rode Twrch this morning. Well, we climbed up the fire road and the main road and started to airstream, and then rode the original trail. We haven't done the extended loop, and I kind of wish we had, because we met a guy in the cafe at lunchtime who said it's probably the best bit, so I'll have to come back and do that at some point. And then we rode a bit of Cafall. Cafall isn't my favourite trail. It's more techie than Twrch. I have history with Cafall. I won't say I didn't enjoy it. It's a challenge for me. I rode more of it than I did last time, and I rode a new bit of trail on Cafall that I've not done before. So overall, I mean, it's been a brilliant day. I've really enjoyed it. It was definitely progress, and it was definitely a win that I didn't cry this time, which is obviously, if you don't cry on a trail, that's obviously a good thing. But we've had a really good time. It's really nice riding with the others today and watching Joe do his wheelies and mess around. It's been a long day though. There's a lot of climbing here, but the trails are really fun. I will definitely be back, maybe tackle a bit more of Cafall next time. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. I know it's pretty rubbish, most of it, but I guess some of you must be enjoying it because I do get a few views. But yeah, enjoy, and I'll see you next time.